Oh, sorry everybody. Hello everybody and welcome to Season 3, Week 8 of the DGSRacing.com Indycar Series here in Sidewinder Racing Leagues. This week we are in the streets of Chicago, driving through Grant Park. Qualifying underway right now, open qualifying on the road courses in the Indycar Series. Looking too good. I apologize. There are some red boxes and extra spots on the tower. Not sure what's causing that, but we're just gonna have to deal with it for this week. So apologies for that. But yeah, looks like how laps everybody can put in qualifying. Faster drivers here in the road courses so far this season. Hasn't had the greatest luck. Coda, I remember, I think it was lap 2. He had a lot of shape in the S's and was racing like a little early. But he did take home the win at the Detroit Street Course. I'm sorry, Detroit Belle Isle. Took home the win there. A little bit of pit strategy, I think. Hayden pretty fast at these street courses. We'll see if we can get it done again this week. Qualifying lap number 1 for Hayden. 111.93 for his first lap. Another one of our fastest drivers this season, Talon Smith. The 77. Oh, caught the wall. Coming through the McDonald's straight away. So this first lap, not going to be desirable for Talon. Going to try on lap number 2. Hayden's still the only driver with a lap time in. Now, I think a little bit lower car count tonight, and I think I know why. I mean, the Sebring 12-hour first time slot is going on right now. I know I am in it. But took some time out of that, came over here to broadcast the IndyCar Series. Talon Smith, lap number 2, 111.36, but Hayden tops his best lap and goes with a 111.34. So those two only separated by 0.02. And that is very close on a course like this. These two, I mean, if they're this close in terms of their peak speed, we're going to see some good battles here tonight. Carmen Sienna, former IndyCar driver and admin, I think. He's looking to get a good return here in the IndyCar Series tonight. So lap number 2 should count. 113.6 for Carmen. Third on the board. I apologize. But I have to take a second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I am back now. A little bit of trouble over in Sebring, Florida. When we were away, Will Spark gets a lap in, 113.1. Pretty lap for Will right there, goes third on the board. Cliff Mullins gets a lap in, 115.3 for the 37 machine. Ian Montrose, who we've been looking at, is on lap number 5, but has yet to get a clean lap in. Ian is having some trouble here. I mean, he's running some good lap times, but it's just maybe a wall tap somewhere. There's nowhere you can. Oh man, as he gets loose right there, and he's gonna have to get out quick to maybe get another lap in. Scott Elston gets a lap in, 116.5. DG Swiss as well, 114.9, puts him 5th. Alan Smith, 110.9, goes to the top of the board. Will Hayden be able to respond? He is on track right now. Gonna go for one more attempt, I think. But Talon responds with a very quick lap time. Hayden his final lap did not go well, so Talon should have the pole unless anybody else pulls a lot of speed out of nowhere. 3 drivers still have yet to put in a lap time: Montrose, McBride, and Grindell. McBride hasn't even tried one, so he's on 0 attempts. He's going to start in the back. That was the plan all along, but Montrose has 6 total laps. Grindell has 4, and just cannot get a clean one in, unfortunately. Talon gonna try and improve that lap time again, it looks like, just for giggles. Somebody just went Harry Grindell. That was rough. Harry Grindell up to 4th on the board, 113.1. Great lap for Grindell right there. Oh, I don't know why it's... That was bad. That was bad. I'm gonna try to clean it up. I'm running on somewhat low sleep right now, so that's probably got something to do with it. And across the line for Talon, that one is quicker, 110.85. So, bests his own lap time. Sienna goes to 3rd, 113.0. And it looks like nobody else on track, so these last 30 seconds are going to run out. And we'll get to green flag racing here in Chicago. All right. It looks pretty bumpy, for sure. We're gonna ride on board with some people here later in the race and just kind of get a feel for how bumpy this place is. But you can tell when you come through that, I think, third to last turn, second to last turn around the fountain, it is bumpy as all heck. Oh, Talon Smith doesn't grid. He's gonna start in the back. Maybe a strategy call. If anybody remembers, a few weeks ago when the Truck Series in SRL was at the Chicago Street Course, Talon qualified on pole for that and then promptly blew through turn 1. So maybe trying to break that curse, I don't know. But that's gonna put Carmen Sienna on the provisional pole. Hayden technically the higher scored driver in qualifying, but pole position being the inside line, that's where the 96 will go. But here we go, we're gonna go through our grid for tonight's race. And on the pole was Talon Smith, and is no longer Talon Smith. But in second, Hayden Lowell in that 56 car. Already won this season, already fast. Won the Detroit Street Course, so we know he's fast at these things. Looking to see another win from Hayden. Starting third tonight, Carmen Sienna in the 96. Return to the Indycar Series here in SRL. Good to see her back out here. Will Spark in the 45, starting in fourth tonight. Will had some issues, I think, at Pocono last week. I can't quite remember. But we'll see if we can get a redemption here tonight. Will looking to get a good finish at Chicago. He is Australian after all. That's the street courses are what they do. Alright, starting fifth, Harry Grindell in the 70. Pretty fast all season. Looking to see another strong top 5 out of Harry. Ian Montrose eventually got a lap time in, so he's going to start 6th here tonight in the 1 car. DG Swiss going to start 7th in that 26 car. Cliff Mullins in the 37 going to start in 8th here tonight. Scott Elston going to start in 9th. And rounding out our 10 car field, Zach McBride in the 88. As these drivers round through the final few corners, we are hearing some talk over the radio. I'd have it off right now. But the radio on the drivers are discussing Talon may be starting from the pits to save fuel to make it to the end and cut out a pit stop. If that is true, that is either the smartest thing I've ever seen in a league race on iRacing or the cheesiest and exploity thing I've ever seen. I don't know what to call it right now, but if that's true, it's going to be interesting to see how it works out. But green flag is in the air. We are racing. I can get the driver info out of the way. There we go. 25 minutes here at Chicago, and Hayden and Sienna battling. Oh, Harry Grindell on the outside wall, the left wall, and knocks off the left front wing. So Harry gonna have to pit or just kind of survive with it, but he is already down. And just like I expected, the bottom 5 rows are blank. So I apologize for that once again. We'll have that fixed next week, hopefully. But there it is, Talon Smith. I mean, he basically lost no time. I mean, he's back in 8th already. And if he saved the fuel he needed, Scott Elston goes around. Didn't hit the wall. Good job, Scott. Good save. Gonna have to get it turned around in this tight street course. Now Talon working on Cliff Mullins. Gets around Cliff, moves up into 6th. But we look back toward the lead. Hayden Lowell about 3/4 tenths of a second ahead of Carmen Sienna. And lap number 1 complete. Hayden leads the first lap. Now about a second back to the 96, then we got another close battle for third. Will Spark leading Ian Montrose. Grindel has called it a night. The front wing is gone and Harry is out. I may have missed a wreck, not sure. He might have just called it due to that front wing damage. That's going to put him in 10th. Still not too bad of a point stay for Harry. You know, you get a top 10 just for starting the thing, not too bad. Hayden Lowell setting the fastest lap of the race, a 112.28. But Talon quickly takes that back from him, 111.5 for Talon. Back Talon gets around Ian Montrose, moves up into 4th. Oh, gets really out of shape. The back end stepped out on that 77. Makes a good save. Holds on to it, actually holds on to the position. And going to try to get around Will Spark eventually right here to move up into a podium spot. Up to the battle for the lead. Lowell pulls out to about 2 seconds ahead of Sienna. Will Spark looks to be about under fire from the 77 of Talon Smith. Talon about 6 seconds, almost 7 now behind Peyton Wall. So, I don't know, this pit strategy stuff is going to be interesting to see how it works out. Not even sure if it's true that he can make it to the end. Could have been just a play to try to go from back to the front. You know, it's only a 10-car field. A little bit more bragging rights to go from the back to the front. But as I say, that Talon Smith gets around Will Spark and moves up into 3rd. But has another 4.5 seconds up to the 96 car. Oh no! 96 goes around, so I take that back. Only about 2.3 seconds. Now back from the 96 to the 77. Back that up, see if we can see what happened. A little too far back. So rolling through the bend right here. Locks up the fronts a little bit under braking, but not too bad, only lost a couple of seconds. Closest battle on track right now, Will Spark, Ian Montrose. These two about 0.7 of a second apart. Montrose closes the gap a little bit right there. You can see just how bumpy it is. Push the passes on for Ian. Trying to get this pass done on Will Spark. Ooh, Will sends it into the braking zone. Makes it stick, holds on to that spot. Will taps the outside wall just a little bit. Talon Smith at the rear bumper of the 96. Carmen Sienna holding on for dear life onto that second spot, but with how quick Talon caught her, I don't think she'll be able to hold on for very long here. Talon looks left, brakes a little bit deeper, and gonna get the pass done. Talon Smith up into second, about 7.5 seconds behind Hayden. I think at this point he's gonna have to hope that pit strategy works out because he's not making that up on track. Back to the battle for fourth. Will Spark, Ian Montrose still going at it. The closest battle on track right here in front of us. Montrose and Spark. Look a little bit farther back. DG Swiss, I don't think we've looked at him yet. Solid 6th place right now, 36 seconds behind Hayden, but clean race so far. Good job by Swiss getting it done. Scott saw that spin on lap 1, but he's recovered nicely as well, still holding on to 7th. Car is still clean. That's all you can ask for at a track like this. And McBride in 8th. Doing a good job. That 88 car, Cliff Mullins, 1 lap down. But again, still running in this race, still with a clean car. Anything can happen. With such a bumpy track, these things can just get out of shape at any point. So, spots are still on the table for these guys. And I'm sure they're having a blast. I mean, it looks like a ton of fun out there. I wish I could be out there racing with them, but it's just as much fun watching them. Oh no. Okay, we got pits going on. Talon Smith is on pit road. We're hitting 15 minutes left in the race, not quite halfway. Maybe just a fuel window opening right now. Hayden pits to fix his wing, it looks like. Had a little bit of damage on that thing. Talon pits with him. Sienna also down pit road. Will Spark, Ian Montrose. It looks like everybody's going to be pitting right here, and that may mean we have another 2-stop race on our hands. Yeah, every single car coming down pit road. Talon on the push to pass. Hayden only about 0.3 of a second in front of Talon, and he has a little bit of rear wing damage, but Talon goes off and Hayden wrecks at the same time. Hayden's car is destroyed. Talon Smith got it slowed down, and he's going to drive by Hayden with a clean car and kiss him goodbye. Hayden's car, I mean, something happened there, and I think I missed some of it. So we're going to try to head back. We're going to make sure Hayden gets back to pit road clean if he even can. Oh, and he does not. The thing got out of shape on him. The rear wing missing is hurting him real bad. And Talon Smith going to resume the lead. Sienna falls back to 5th. Carmen Sienna, broken right front wing. Gonna have to come down pit road. So our top 3, all of them had issues on pit road and exiting. Talon with the least of the problems comes out in the lead again. And that moves Ian Montrose up to 2nd. Will Spark in third. And as I was saying, anything can happen in these cars. That's going to put Swiss knocking on the door of a top 5. Alright, let's go ahead and look at what happened coming out of the pits. Not mean to go that far behind it. So these two, everybody comes down pit road. Hayden comes out and immediately spins. Car just goes around on him, gassed it up maybe a little too much, damages the rear wing severely, and that ends up causing him to spin. But before that, Talon Smith here in the 77 misses the corner on cold tires, slows down in time, luckily. Let's see one more look at it. Slows down, but at the same time, Hayden Lowell spins. Take one more look at it. From Hayden's point of view, the rear wing missing is what did it. Missing, damaged, whatever you want to call it. It was still causing him to spin, and that's going to end his night most likely. 11 minutes remaining in the race. Talon Smith with a 7.5 second lead on Ian Montrose. So unless something happens to Talon, he's got this all locked up. Pretty similar to what we saw at Coda from him. Took a little bit longer, but I mean, Hayden just has these issues when Talon Smith gets up to second. I don't know. It's crazy to me. Hayden has had some serious speed these last couple of weeks and just can't finish the race, unfortunately. I hate to see it. But that's good for everybody behind him. Ian Montrose sitting in second, Spark in third. Swiss, like I said, gets up to fourth. Scott Elston up to fifth. McBride in sixth, and Mullins in seventh. So these guys gaining some spots out of that. Sienna, Karma Sienna on pit road. Her night looks to be over. Either that or just a very long repair. So that's where the extra spots were taken. Crazy race here at the street course. Was that? That was, yeah, 85 of Scott Elston. It's put one lap down right there. So that leaves 4 cars on the lead lap. I mean, every driver on track separated by several seconds. 12 seconds back to second place. Behind that, another 5.5 seconds to Will Spark, who has some front end damage. And then another 35 seconds back to DG Swiss in the 26. And then another 30 seconds back to Scott Elston in the 85. And then another 32 seconds back to the 88. And then another 3.5 seconds back to the 37. So this is honestly our closest battle on track at the moment. Well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do an onboard for a lap with Talon Smith. See what it's like driving around the street course. Looks like we may have lost the overlay. Hang on. Apologies. See if we can get that back up. Alrighty, and it seems to have returned. So anyway, as I was saying, we'll go from the start of the lap right here, 7 minutes remaining. Right on board with Talon Smith for the lap. But we're gonna take a look first. As soon as I can, we have 2 drivers on pit road. We have Will Spark, who just possibly came down pit road. Yes. Is Will Spark. We have been not live the whole time. That could have had something to do with it. Will Spark on pit road. Ian Montrose also just went down pit road. Cliff Mullins came down, fixed his, no, I'm sorry, not Cliff. I'm having some trouble right now. Yes, Cliff came down this time. I was correct. Will Spark came down, fixed the front wing. And I'm guessing Talon Smith will come down the next time around. It's been about 10 minutes since he's last pit. That's how long it took the last time. Oh, Spark nails the wall. Somehow the left front wing is still on, but it's slightly bent, so he's going to have a little bit of aero damage there. Probably some suspension damage, if I had to guess. Allen did not come down pit road. Maybe this time. Oh, who's that sitting there? DG Swiss. Went around in the second to last turn. Lost the front wing, so he's going to have to come down. But Talon Smith also comes down this time as well. Looks like Carmen Sienna has rejoined the racetrack, fixed that car back up, and recoup some positions. Good to see that car back out on track. Talon Smith back off of pit road. DG Swiss had the fast repair, it looks like, or maybe just replaced the front wing. Looks like a 13.5 second stop for Swiss, so he did just repair it, didn't take the fast repair. You know, a front wing change only takes about 4 or 5 seconds in these cars. Staggering speeds. They do that in real life too, if you weren't aware. But Helen still with a 20-second lead even after the pit. Ian Montrose with an 8-second lead on Will Spark. Not too many battles going on track, so we'll finish out these last five laps with, I'm assuming, uneventful situation. That was a great sentence. Oh no. Oh! Swiss ran through that corner. Well, you know what? That reminds me, we'll go back and look at what happened to him right before his pit stop, if we can. Right here, going through the final corner. Car just didn't turn. Maybe locked up the brakes a little bit, and it just slid right into the tire wall. That's how Swiss got that front wing damage. Back to live. Is that right there? Looks like Zach McBride gonna let Talon Smith go. And I'll put him 2 laps down. Oh, he's got some nasty left front wheel damage. That wheel is pointing the wrong way. No wonder that car's off pace. He's got some wicked toe out. Steering wheel has a 20-degree dead zone in it. Three laps to go out here at Chicago. Talon sets a 110.35 the last time by. Impressive lap time there from Talon. Like Carmen Sienna just in front of Talon Smith. Sienna 5 laps down. Oh! Ran a little wide in that corner and knocks part of the front wing off for a second, but it reattaches itself. Smith gonna go by. Sienna, ooh, hit the wall again. Oh, that was the checkered flag. I apologize. I missed it. It ended a lap earlier than I thought it would. Talon Smith takes home the win. Montrose takes home second. Spark in third. Swiss comes across for fourth. Scott Elston going to come around and take home a top 5. Zach McBride with that destroyed left front wheel going to take home 6th. Carmen Sienna in 7th, Cliff Mullins in 8th, Hayden Lowell 9th, and Harry Ringell in 10th. And oh man, that race, it was my idea to run here, and I have to apologize, it did not go how I thought it would. But it was still fun to watch, I enjoyed it. Hope everybody else did too. Get a word with our top 3 finishers. See if we can find them. Yep. Hey, Will, it's Lucas. Got me?
I got you.
Hey, man. Well, it was a bumpy night for you, pun intended, but took home a podium position here at Chicago. Saw you get in the wall a few times, but you brought it home pretty clean. So pat on the back for that one. How was the race overall for you, Will?
Oh, that was so much fun. That is the most fun I think I've ever had in this car. Just fighting the car every time through that back sector around the fountain. Um, I think it's honestly probably the most consistent I've ever driven it as well. I tapped the wall a couple times and lost the wing twice, but I was still turning pretty similar laps the whole way around. It was a really good race, and I don't think it's very often that I ever get to say that I beat Hayden, Carmen, and Harry in an IndyCar. And no one asked how I did that, but I still did it.
It's the Aussie in you, man. It's a street course.
Exactly. It's the Chicago street course as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey, channeling SVG with that one. Well, nice job, man.
Exactly.
I think you're one of the only people that are going to share that opinion that you had a lot of fun. I haven't seen too strong of opinions for this track so far.
Oh no, I love this track, man. Last year, Cup race here was the best race of the season, and it's so much fun to drive as well. So I really love it.
Awesome, man. You got anybody you want to shout out for the third place finish tonight?
Just my guys over at 75 Sim Sports and Blockbuster Racing. I love working with those guys on this stuff. Can't do it as much in my last year of school now, so everything's ramping up. But whenever I get the chance to hop on with these guys, love racing with them. Shout out to Hayden and Ian. I was in the call with them for the race, and good to get a double podium with Ian tonight.
Heck yeah, man. Well, thanks for talking with us. Congrats on the third, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
We'll Spark finishing third tonight in that 45. We'll get a word with our second place finisher, Ian Montrose, in the one. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, man. Well, like I said to Will, it was a pretty bumpy night for you, pun intended, and you brought it home in second and did a pretty good job, man. I mean, I saw it. Maybe you locked up the brakes a few times, but you ran a very clean race.
Yeah, that was the key, I think, just staying out of danger. No matter what you did, really, it was a bit of a crapshoot. I learned just to be a bit patient with some of those bumpy sections, but yeah, just crazy to see the attrition going through the race and seeing people. I mean, I clipped the barrier a couple of times, so I'm just glad to bring it back P2. That's a good finish in the end, but yeah, my force feedback on my direct drive was going crazy during that race.
Yeah, I bet I did some testing here to get the thumbnail for the broadcast, and it was pretty rough. I was worried for you guys tonight.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. So, gonna go rest these forearms, I guess. Everything that's got weird.
All right, what do you want to shout out?
I just want to thank you for broadcasting tonight. Really appreciate that. Thanks to DGS Racing for putting on the league and DG running it, and my teammate Cody. I appreciate everybody. It was fun-ish tonight.
Heck yeah, man. Well, thanks for talking to us. Congrats on the second. See you next week.
Appreciate you, Lucas. Take care.
Yep, too. All right, that was Ian Montrose. And why not? Since our winner's not here, DG Swiss got us.
Yes, sir. What's up, Mr. Lucas?
Well, not too much. Just watched a pretty cool race here tonight. It was pretty crazy. A lot of people wrecked out. You took home a fourth. And, I mean, you ran a pretty clean race, too. I saw that one incident in the second to last corner, but overall, pretty clean night for you.
You didn't see anything. That didn't happen.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, we lost the wing there, but we were pitting anyway, so we just made it 2 turns and went in and slapped the wing back on. No real foul there, and were able to keep it going. And, man, I have to tell you, that was so much freaking fun. I bet you would love it.
It looked pretty fun. I've heard, I think Hayden didn't say he liked it too much, but I thought it was awesome to watch, and it looked like
well, you know why?
He wrecked out.
Hayden wasn't winning, and if he's not winning, it's not fun. That's how Hayden is.
Oh, man. All right.
Yeah,
well,
it was a blast. I mean, I would recommend everyone try it, even if you hate road courses and Indy cars. It's still fun.
So it was a good recommendation then.
Heck yeah, it's it's so bumpy that you have to like wrestle it, and that is why it's so fun. You know,
Yeah.
you're just manhandling your car through that back section, and oh my gosh, it's unbelievably fun and difficult. That's if you don't like challenges, you want things easy, you're gonna hate it. So,
Yeah.
if you're not that kind of person, you'll love it.
Mm, yeah, I could totally see that. And I enjoyed these things at Sebring last week in officials, and it was probably pretty similar to this in terms of bumpiness.
Yes. 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 I haven't driven these at Sebring, but I've driven Sebring in a car with a very, stiff suspension, and yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah. Well, I enjoyed it tonight. I'm glad that you enjoyed it as well, man. You got anybody you want to shout out for the 4th place?
Oh yeah, Labor 12, Fort Worth Screen Printing, all the awesome folks that get on our car and help us do stuff week to week. We appreciate everybody, all of the admins. Appreciate you for doing the broadcast and sponsoring the series for us. So that's a huge help for us. We appreciate you so much. Hope things are going well over in the CTC Cup stuff that you got kicked off going on, and soon we'll be doing your late model stuff. That'll be fun.
Yes, sir, man. Happy to have you over there, and we'll get that started soon. But appreciate you talking to us. Congrats on the 4th. We'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. See you this week.
That was Swiss in the 26, finishing 4th. Obviously, couldn't get a word with our winner tonight, unfortunately, but still a great race. I enjoyed it. Results up on screen. Maybe no, it's not going to work again. All right. Well, there's the ticker for the last time tonight. Thank you all for joining me. I'm going to go back over to Sebring, make the flight back down there, and we'll be back over live on my Twitch channel. Lou Hoyt on Twitch, LUHOIT, if anybody wants to watch. But that's going to do it for me right now. Thank you all for watching, and we'll see you over there for the end of the 12 hour.